All right, so we just unlocked like a couple of minutes ago a new boat, and I really need to know if it is going to be an improvement on the boat that we're running at the minute. So, no, don't configure this. That's not what I want to do. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. That's what's wrong with me. I want to go here, and it is cargo, and it is a step up from the Klondike. It is also the fastest boat, and it can carry everything. So, I'm thinking we go for this. It loads just as quick. It has got more emissions. It's not as heavy. So, that seems like a good shot, honestly. It's more expensive, but I think we are going to get rid of the Klondikes, and we are going to instead go for the, whatever it was called. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. But let's go ahead and replace these with, is it a small boat? It is actually a small boat. The Klondike and the Vandal are big boats, which is interesting. That, yeah, we'll just go with this thing, the Schaffhausen. You're welcome for that pronunciation. You are welcome, is what you are. So replace those. There we go. And technically, this is the third HMS Chungus, so we're going to rename it to the HMS Chungus 3. And there we go. So that is some faster boats. Very, very different looking boats, but faster boats. And that's what we need, to be fair. That is absolutely what we need. What we also need to do is go through and start replacing some of our older vehicles, of which there are a few. So let's sort by age. We have a 31-year-old train, which is having a pretty bad time. But let's keep this pinned to the screen, and let's go ahead and start going through and replacing some of these vehicles. So these are food to boat, bricks to thingy. Thingy. And we can replace them with these. So the Benz tarpaulin trucks. These guys are almost 10 mile per hour faster. They load quicker and they carry more. So replace them, make them the right color, and that'll be sorted. Getting these crude oil lines sorted as well is going to be beautiful. So let's manage the vehicles there. There's 24 of them. Replace them with the tarpaulin truck in bright pink, of course. And I think I might just go down until we have like some 15-year-old vehicles. I could replace all of them, to be honest, but we're not going to do that. Planks to Indianapolis, similar story. Grab all of them, replace with you in that color. And then the crude oil to oil. Again, there's 50 of them. Oh, wow. We might not need 50 of these. There is a distinct chance we might not need the 50 of them anymore. But for the time being, we'll do that. Crude oil to Indianapolis is a line that exists as well. Replace with you in that color. And yeah, we'll go down to like the 15-year-old vehicles, and then we'll be fine from there. So what is this? Tools to Greensboro. We probably don't really need to do much with this. These are, I mean, they're not that old, and it's not a super popular line, but whatever. We'll do that, and then we are replacing the stone to cargo boat line as well. So let's do that and that. There we go. So that leaves us with the 15-year-old vehicles on the grain and food lines, which honestly, there are still some 16-year-old vehicles down there, I've just noticed. They have just gotten to 16 years. Are you kidding me? All right. So replace all of these. I guess we have the money to do it, I guess. Food to Westminster, manage, replace all. I don't need to select all of them. I know I don't need to do that, but I might as well. Grain to food 1. I wish there was a bit of an easy. I feel like there probably is an easier way to do this, and I'm just an idiot. But whatever. Let's do this, and then you are. Oh my god, I've got so many grain to food lines. By the time I replace all of these as well, it's gonna be time to replace the next ones. That's what happens, isn't it? You go down the line replacing all your vehicles, then you realize like they all keep getting older. You know what I mean? It just keeps getting older and older. It's like me, I keep getting older and older, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. And it's kind of an existential crisis, but we'll not talk about that. Crude oil to plastic, this will be the last one we upgrade, and then we'll go deal with some other stuff, because we do have some things I want to do. So close that. That's fine. I don't care about the condition of the other vehicles, to be totally honest. I just don't. But I do want to do a couple of things. First off, we have already upgraded all of the trains and the oil line. So these guys are hauling a bunch of oil. They're actually hauling more than we seem to be producing, which is scary to think about, if I'm totally honest. That is a scary thought. We are producing a lot, which is nice. We are producing a lot. This is also kind of running a little bit low as well, but I think that might be because the new trucks are going in, so we'll not stress too much about that. But the oil line, I'm worried that it's going to, how much? Oh my God, we have so much in there. Configure cargo. I can't extend it any further, can I? Oh, I can do that apparently. All right, that looks hideous. Huh. Okay then. Didn't know I could do that. Right. Well, fair enough. Yeah, so that is fine. I could probably change that up a little bit. Let's configure. What do we just get? Ooh, a new passenger car. Not bad. I'm thinking we could do street access like here or not. Not there either. We could do it there. But street access there. And then let me see something here. Because what I'm thinking we could do is maybe extend this in a slightly different way. To bring that straight out and then bring this sort of straight off the side. Or let's just curve it. So something like that. So that can go straight in there and that'll speed things up a little bit for those guys, I would imagine. Yeah, so they're going in that way now. Which means... I mean, you guys are going the other way. Hold on a minute. Can I get street access done here? So I can't do there because... collision. With this. So let's get rid of the road depot. Since we don't really need it there. We do want a road depot in there though, so I'm gonna just move it to be I don't know, like in here-ish, I guess. So something like this probably. Doesn't need to be anything too fancy. So we'll do that. That'll be fine. All right, so that's a road depot, which means I should be able to configure and then street access and then cargo like this. And the reason I want to do that is because technically, no. Let's not do that. Configure, bulldoze street access from that end. So if we do this, we're going to need to pause for a second actually. But if we do, oh, my vehicle's in the way. Okay. If we do this, we can essentially let traffic like just drive straight up there, which is a bit silly, but whatever. Bulldoze you back to about there. And then this can maybe just sort of connect down like that. So that'll be fine. You can come straight out of there. If it'll let me do the build, which for some reason it won't. There we go. So you can come straight out of there. And then I guess I need to connect this little road temporarily so that vehicle can get off of it, but that's okay. This I should be able to configure to give it some longer platforms. I can extend it in the other direction now, which is a little bit nuts, but that's fine. It's not really not the strangest thing I've done, to be fair. And I guess what we could do, because we might be able to save a bit of money by doing this. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm not entirely sure what I just did it again. That wasn't quite what I had in mind, but okay. Let's just extend it back to there. And let's just extend these back to there. That was a bit of an accident, but it's not the end of the world. Street access is slightly different now. Okay, I really should have started these in the other end, shouldn't I? Oh well. That's again not the end of the world. We'll just do things a bit differently, and we'll make it somehow look decent. Is what we'll do. Not that it needs to look decent, but I want it to look decent because it's me. So we'll do this. We will do bulldoze, bulldoze, bring you guys all back a little bit, and bring you to there. All right. And then bring you through to there. Regular traffic is probably going to try and use these roads for a little bit. Honestly, not too fussed about that. Because they can use that road if they are, urgently need to. But you guys are off those roads, so let's bulldoze, bulldoze, and bulldoze all of those. And yeah, that is, I don't know what that's gonna do for traffic around here. So where are you going? You're going this way, and then you're leaving? Okay. Well, that seems all right. Seems a bit weird, but that seems all right. Kind of does the job. Where are you going? So you're going up there. And you go in, and I don't know where you're gonna actually go, but so you go to there, you pick up some stuff, and then you go out and leave, I guess. That seems all right. That seems like it's working. I don't know why I did that. I've actually completely forgotten. Oh yeah, we had massive amounts of oil that were going unused. That was it. It was that little thing, wasn't it? Fair enough. A lot of oil sitting about there, which is good. Not as much there as I would like, but it has just been picked up by this train, which is already full, which is good. Indianapolis, bunch of tools, bunch of planks. So can't really complain there. So things are picking up. We do have a good bit of money. So I think at this point, we're probably in a good spot to go ahead and at least try to get a new passenger train on the new line. So let's at least see what it's going to cost. So we're gonna want the Atlantic because it is, I believe, it's not strictly, it is fast. The 10-wheeler is just as fast, but doesn't have as much power. Does have more tractive effort though. So maybe we'll try the 10-wheeler. It's a little bit cheaper. It's $500,000 cheaper specifically. And then, I mean, this guy can do 112. So how many of these can I throw on before it gets to poor? So not that many. I can do 5 of them. Okay. What if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them? So we have 10 of them, right? We have a pretty high capacity in this train. And then we go and say, throw another 10-wheeler on there. And we just move it to the front. It's a $25 million, just got rid of it. Didn't want to do that. It is a $25 million train. Is what it is. But, I mean, it might be worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that makes it mediocre at best. But we do have a lot of money. It's just this thing in general is, again, $25 million. But honestly, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's make it a bright yellow train. Let's not do it in bright yellow. Let's do it like a burgundy or something, or like a purple. Let's do it like a nice deep purple there, and that line right there. So away it goes. Massive passenger train going out for the first time. I'm actually kind of excited to see this get to work. I wonder if we'll, I mean, we're not really going to see that many passengers to, oh, I forgot we had these. Oh, I forgot we had those. I really did. We don't have any new passenger vehicles though, so we're not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, this can head out and hopefully we're going to see people actually use it. That would be the goal. We do have one person. There's one person that's like, hey man, I heard about this new train. Or, well, actually it's 1915, so it's more of a, oh sir, I heard about this newfangled train contraption that's going to take me across the continent. But he might be an alcoholic. It's 1915, it's fine. So yeah, that switches over to the other side there. And that is good. That's what we want to see. There's other people wanting to go that way as well. That's actually going to be fantastic. No one waiting there. A lot of people waiting in Hollywood already. That's good. Not that many people waiting there. No one waiting there. No, one person waiting in Detroit. And no one waiting there. That's fine. All right. We have the train going, is what we have. That's kind of cool. I'm actually genuinely really pleased with that. Like genuinely quite pleased that we've got this up and running. Very expensive, but also really quick. It's a really quick train, which is what we want. So like it is hitting the 62 miles per hour without too much trouble. Oh, we never connected you. Oh, that explains a lot. Ah, right, well. Okay. Let's just, bit awkward, isn't it? Let's just, so, no, don't give me another train! Don't do that! No. Come on. That's not fair. That's not okay. That is not okay, man. I'm not okay with that. We did also get new trucks. We just upgraded a bunch of our trucks and we just got more. We need to go down and make sure all of our trains are actually connected to things, because not all of them, there's a chance that some of them aren't. You're connected. You've got people, so you're connected. You don't have people, but you are connected, so that's fine. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, I guess. That's fine. I'm a little annoyed about that. I am a little peeved, but whatever. All right, so you're going through there quite slow, but faster than most other things. I guess what we need to do is let's have a look at our vehicle manager. We do have a 33-year-old train. It might be worth replacing it. It genuinely might be, but I just don't, it doesn't make that much money, so I don't know if I care. Let's look at the Wichita Bricks line for the time being, though. Because we did just get these new vehicles, which are just so, they're not as fast. They can carry more, but they're not as fast. So I think I'd rather stick with the Benz Tarpaulin trucks, to be totally honest. Just because they are faster is what they are. Wichita Loop. I mean, I don't really know what to do with the loops. I don't think we have any new passenger vehicles, so I'm not going to bother, because the chances are we will unlock a new passenger vehicle in the near future. So it's not a huge deal there. Anybody getting off in Hollywood? No, they're not. 44 people on board, though. Cannot be bad to that. 44 people on that train at the minute. I mean, it's probably losing money left, right, and center, but I'm not complaining. That's cool. Oh wow, we have a lot of people in Pomona waiting to go to Indianapolis. I'm assuming, you know what I think is going to end up happening here? We're going to end up with a lot of people wanting to go to Indianapolis so that they can get, so they can go from Pomona to like Hollywood and stuff like that. I get the feeling this is, I get the feeling my idea with this train is 100% going to happen. Because again, the idea is that eventually, I don't know if I explained this. The idea is that it'll come out of Indianapolis, it'll go around, it'll go all the way down to here, and then it'll eventually go back up on this same line into Indianapolis, but not on the same track. And then it'll go back. So it'll start on this side, come into this side, and then go all the way back and go back to here. If that makes sense. I don't think I need to do that, but I want to do that. And we'll just have multiple trains on the lines doing everything for us, so that's hopefully tremendous amounts of money get made. Is the goal, to be honest. A lot of people wanting to go to Indianapolis there. What are you guys wanting? A lot of people wanting to go through Cape Coral. So that's fair enough. $710,000. Not bad. Still not really making much. Did a lot of you just get off the train so you could go back to Cape Coral? I'm not really sure what they did there, but that's okay. I mean, that's cool. We've got the train. That's exactly what we wanted. I am thinking, actually, it might not be a bad idea. Oh, we need to build a headquarters, don't we? We need to pay off a loan, don't we? I don't remember how we do that. Table. There we go. We borrowed 10 million. We could borrow more, but honestly, I'm kind of inclined because what are we paying in interest? We're not paying much, about 100,000 a year. Let's just, I'm tempted to say we repay all of it, which is going to leave us very little money in the grand scheme of things, but I'm pretty confident that we will make money. We have still got the oil line going back and forth, so hopefully it's still gonna be making good money. 192,000 there is not much. We're up to 15 million again, so I'm assuming, yeah, you just made a delivery, so that's fine. Good amount of fuel on board. And then we should have another train coming down shortly, I want to say. Yeah, we've got you with the 127 units, 48 tools, etc., etc. So that'll be fine. And I'm wondering, actually, if, thinking about it, I have to wonder if this new line is maybe going to popularize. Yeah, there's 91 people on board here. I wonder if the new line is going to make the old one more popular. Because it might genuinely make this older passenger line popular and profitable, which would be great. Not that we necessarily have the money to do much with it right now, because we are, by the looks of it, losing a lot. But not the end of the world. We will figure it out. So let's see. What do you make pulling in here? 894,000. Okay. Fair enough. And my other train is down here. Let me have a look at your line. So what do you cost? You are 3.2 million a year. What is the frequency on that line? 46 minutes. 46 minutes. That is never going to be profitable. It just isn't. Admittedly, 105 people wanting to go north. We have 58 people wanting to go to Hartford. We have a few wanting to go to Indianapolis. You know, it might be early days, actually. There's a solid chance I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. There's also a chance that it would have been better to maybe split that train in two, which it might still be better to do to increase that frequency. So instead of the one huge train, we go for two smaller trains. Which, maybe we do that. How many people have you got on board? None? Okay. Manage vehicle, customize, move use on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I accidentally got, can I cancel that? Modify, move you, and then 1, 2, no, stop deleting them! Stop moving the window when I'm using it! 1, 2, aha! 3, 4, 5, there we go. So we can split them like that. And that's free to do, and that'll, you know, help things along a little bit. Did I just sell one of them? I don't know if I did. Where are you then? So you are in that depot. You shouldn't be in that depot. Yeah, you really shouldn't be in that depot. You are very much in the wrong place, is where you are. So what I think we need to do is go to, let me see, go to here and just do, it's gonna let me do this. It is not gonna let me do this. Nope. Okay. So have that just cut across there, basically, is what we'll do. So you cut across there, which means signal, and then that signal needs to go. And that signal needs to be there instead. Okay. So that train should head out. It's going to need to go down into there, then back out, I guess. Although I think I can just tell it to turn around, can't I? Yeah, I can just tell it to reverse. So once it gets onto a certain section of track... Ooh, hello. So reverse. So now it should go where I want it to go. So onto that left section, and then it should just cut across to the left there. And there we go. Okay, so now it's on this correct section of track. That's what we want to see. If we have a little look at the line, the frequency is now 23 minutes. So that should improve things pretty massively. And then I reckon getting some buses in here wouldn't do any harm either, but we'll not bother with that just yet. But that should do some good things for us, I would imagine. Are you? Yeah, you are actually going to be stopping there as well, so that's good. So picking up how many people? 21. Okay. So yeah, that lower frequency is just going to be really useful for, honestly, just more money more regularly, you know? Lower frequency, more regular trains coming into stations, all that good stuff. And actually, we do have enough money to buy another one of the small trains here, which is very tempting. And I also, you know, I've just realized, click U, manage vehicle, modify, steam. So we got you. You can do 50 miles per hour. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of power. You're also almost double the price. So maybe we don't use the Mikado. Maybe we don't do that. So we'll not bother too much with it. No Mikado for the time being. Looking at it though, I'm also realizing we really need to ramp up this goods production because Cape Coral needs goods, Wichita needs goods. Although I suppose we could be a little bit cheeky, and we could load some. We could set up. Oh, we could. We could start making steel down here, load it over into Detroit, and have the trains have some cargo wagons at the back, so they pick up steel in Detroit and take it up to Hollywood. Also, construction materials, are they a regular thing? You guys are almost getting all you need. So how's this doing? Is it getting enough? It might not be. I mean, it is producing. I think it's just all getting collected as soon as it's made. I mean, this is producing pretty well. It is losing some stock, but that's not really the end of the world. Okay. I'm just thinking though, like I said, we really need to be making more steel. You know, we really, really do. And this is, I mean, it's production and shipment. I mean, it's just not that great. You know, it's really not. Also, there's a tooltip there that keeps trying to pop up. I'm not sure why it disappears. Oh no, that's for the road vehicles in the background. Yeah, so it needs more coal, it needs more iron. I'm thinking we maybe do that. We either load coal and iron onto the trains, or we make steel in Detroit. Because we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 iron mines right there. We have 1 coal, we have another coal there. There's coal there. We could just load iron into the thing, and then maybe pick up coal in Cape Coral, pick up coal in Wichita, pick up coal in Detroit as well. So pick up iron and coal, Maybe. I don't know. I think I kind of prefer the idea of making the steel though, but then we need all these different trucks. I guess we're going to need them regardless. So all these different trucks bring in resources to this steel mill. But then that begs the question of what do we do with the coal up here? Because that's a bit far away to drive a truck down there.